#1 bad boy.
I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?
Springfield's #1 family.
Oh, please.
In all new episodes of The Simpsons.
Now for some real TV.
Thursday at 8 on Global. This is a CanWest Global System production. Is this a piece of rope, or is this the beginning of a perfect solution?
Sharpen those to a point on the ground there. For what? So we can get out of here.
The only weapon he needs is his mind. MacGyver, Global's Got It, Monday at 8. Tuesday at 9, Global's Got in the Heat of the Night.
This a drug-related case? Ain't the old one. You failed to tell her that you were nearly shot a week ago?
In the Heat of the Night, Global's Got It, Tuesday at 9.
Coming up next, join the Bundy family for a half hour of laughs on Married with Children. And stay with us at 7:30 for Jeopardy!
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Coming up next, join host Alex Trebek for all the answers on Jeopardy! A half hour of television's most informative game show.
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Dick Smythe's commentary brought to you by Chevy. Trucks you can depend on.
I'm an ice cream freak. I mean, I absolutely love ice cream. But I'm a purist. I will eat only vanilla ice cream. Well, in a grave emergency, I have been known to get by with chocolate. But never butterscotch, and certainly not maple walnut. Only virgins and philatelists eat butterscotch, maple walnut ice cream. But even they are far better than the wimps who eat Neapolitan ice cream. We connoisseurs of ice cream, like lovers of wine, and the more discriminating beer drinker, have no hesitation in sending back an inferior product. I mean, we can tell at one sniff. Yes, seal test, 1989. Fine vintage, a hint of elderberry, full-bodied, robust, and easy to get off your necktie. In my experience, the Italians make better ice cream than anybody else in the world. I mean, none of this freeze it solid in a thing till it's as tough as a deadly weapon. 5 years for assault with a deadly ice cream. Even the name the Italians have for ice cream goes well on the tongue. Gelati. Gelati. I'm Dick Smythe.
Dick Smythe News and Commentary can be heard on CFTR weekday mornings at 6, 7, and 8 a.m.
Arsenio can sing.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
No, he can't. The Arsenio Hall Show, weeknights at 11 on Channel 47. Coming up next, a half hour of unique Bundy family humor on Married with Children, followed at 10:30 by Love Connection.
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Coming up next, Al brings home the bacon, and the rest of the Bundys spend it on Married with Children. Then Jeopardy at 7:30.
Channel 47, Cable 4. Me, honey.
Well, I can't until you leave.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
At least my pain is gone.
Al?
Whoops.
Permanent absence, that is. Watch Married with Children weeknights on Channel 47. Coming up next, join host Alex Trebek for a fast-paced half hour of questions and answers on Jeopardy!
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Dick Smythe's commentary brought to you by Chevy. Trucks you can depend on.
Well, the natives are getting restless again. The gentleman called Rick Trask, I think his name is doing a hatchet job on Toronto with a book of Toronto jokes. I'm told this is selling very, very well in Winnipeg. But then The Sound of Music is still doing very, very well in Winnipeg. It's playing at the Bijou. That's the one with the indoor plumbing. Mind you, some of the jokes in here are pretty sophisticated stuff, like Trunnies, that's what he calls us. Trunnies have mighty minds, mighty simple. What's the definition of a Trunny with 2 wooden legs? A waste of lumber. I mean, I am tired of these envious yokels taking pot shots at my city. Yes, we may murder a few more people than they do in Calgary or in Winnipeg, but it has been some time since anybody drowned in a privy in metropolitan.
This is a CanWest Global System production. Global's got in the heat of the night.
I just think it's wise now and then to be tuned in.
If the chief thinks it's wise, it's wise. Case closed. Howard Rollins and Carol O'Connor in the heat of the night. Global's got it Tuesday at 8. New on Global.
And then I stopped loving you, and you just can't accept that. You're so afraid of it that you have to drag in being black.
The heartbreak and bitterness of divorce.
You're assuming his mother is teaching her son to hate himself.
Muriel Hemingway stars in Civil Wars, Tuesday at 10 on Global.
You know, your parents are supposed to be your role models. But then there's my parents. Role models? I don't think so. Tune in to Married with Children on Channel 47, Cable 4.
Channel 47, Cable 4.
One who's ever done this?
That was me!
Now you do. The Arsenio Hall Show, weeknights at 11. Coming up next, join the Bundy family for a half hour of laughs on Married with Children. And stay with us at 7:30 for Jeopardy!
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Peg Bundy shows you how to have a night out with the girls.
Peggy, you just put a dollar bill down that man's pants. Why?
Because my checkbook makes him walk funny.
Monday night at 10.
The top comics of yesterday.
Once I wanted to become an atheist, they gave it up to have no holidays.
Today.
Well, they just build a traffic light with 2 yellows so you get a second chance at the damn thing.
And tomorrow.
Is this fun?
Together on one stage.
You people are sick, and I love every one of you, you know that?
George Wallace hosts a Sunday Comics tonight.
They're back.
In your face, Grandpa.
Just in time for the holidays.
Your face, Junior!
The original cast returns.
I want to share myself with you right now.
What's the rush? Don't you want your entree?
In the broadcast premiere of Cocoon 2, The Return, Monday on Fox Night at the Movies.
Coming up next, the host of television's Emmy-winning game show. Who is Alex Trebek on Jeopardy!
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Dick Smythe commentary brought to you by Chevy. Trucks you can depend on.
The Prime Minister was in town last week, and he spent part of his time appearing on the morning show on CFRB. I mean, not as a newsmaker being interviewed, but as sort of a disc jockey and sports figure, weather guy, sort of a Wally wannabe, if you will. I think maybe he's hedging in case this government job comes to an end. But I'm really impressed that CFRB would take this kind of a chance with their ratings. I mean, would you put the Black Donnellys on the radio station? I think what's happening is that Muldoon's spin doctors are trying to impose the RNG factor on the next election campaign, the real nice guy factor. And if so, there's lots of other gigs they could arrange for their guy. I mean, why not have Muldoon go one-on-one with Erica M. on Much Music? What a match of the intellects that one would be. Bimbo and Baloney. The producers of The Young and the Restless occasionally arrange for cameo appearances by people from the cities where the program is seen. I mean, Muldoon could go in and do a cameo appearance, a walk-on delivering a pizza or delivering a nation. America's Funniest Home Videos. I mean, Muldoon must have all kinds of neat clips of Mila and the kids at Palm Beach. And then there's always America's Most Wanted. Hey, look what it did for Bambi Bembenek. I'm Dick Smythe.
Dick Smythe News and Commentary can be heard on CFTR weekday mornings at 6, 7, and 8 a.m.
Nobody said comedy was easy.
I'm out here working up a sweat doing the monologue. What's up? I got thirsty just watching you. I said,
Get some late night laughs every weeknight at 11 on Channel 47. Coming up next, top off your evening with more Bundy family humor on Married with Children. Then it's Love Connection at 10:30.
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Does this sound like fun? Ta-da! Sounds great? Well, Full House brings it to you every weeknight at 6 on Channel 47. Coming up next, Al tries to rule the Bundy roost on Married with Children. And stay tuned for Jeopardy at 7:30.
Channel 47, Cable 4.
And now a lesson in parenting from Al Bundy.
This is not about sex, is it? Because I don't know anything about that.
I know. Mom told me.
Tonight at 10 on Channel 47. Coming up next, join host Alex Trebek for all the answers on Jeopardy, a half hour of television's most informative game show.
Channel 47, Cable 4.
Dick Smythe commentary brought to you by Chevy. Trucks you can depend on.
This is a memo from the big boss upstairs on the 12th floor. It's about sexual harassment. And it says, the company is worried about the problem of sexual harassment, the way everybody is these days, and that they want to hold a series of seminars and meetings on the problem. Boss, I've never had a problem with sexual harassment since I've worked for you. I mean, all the time I've worked for Rogers, I've never had any of the girls here make an indecent proposal to me, stare at my body with unabashed lust, or pinch my bottom. Actually, there was one incident about a year ago. One of the girls told me to do something that was physically and sexually impossible, but she was all upset about something else entirely, so it probably doesn't fall into this area at all. Nor has my advancement in the organization been linked to the offering of sexual favors, as happy as I would be to dispense them. Oh, I guess we could talk about the male pin-ups in the newsroom. I'd shown you a couple of them here in this slot a couple of weeks ago. And then there's the coarse jokes that these women tell during the course of the workday. I mean, what's funny about sheep? But when you get right down to it, I don't have any specific complaints myself about sexual harassment. But rest assured, I'll be the last to complain. I'm Dick Smythe.
Dick Smythe News and Commentary can be heard on CFTR weekday mornings at 6, 7, and 8 a.m.
Sometimes Chuck is just one of the guys.
My eyes go boom, and I go, yeah, who's this girl? It's like,
Watch Chuck Woolery on Love Connection, weeknights at 10:30. Coming up next, a half hour of unique Bundy family humor on Married with Children, followed at 10:30 by Love Connection.
Channel 47, Cable 4.
It's fraternity reunion time, and Joey has a plan to get some respect.
You want to be fraternity dud or fraternity stud?
He and Danny are going to crash a sorority reunion.
Daddy's a girl.
And while Joey fits right in,
How low can I go? I'm a limbo bimbo.
Danny gets some unwanted attention.
Later, you, me, Lambada.
How rude.
On the next Full House.